This is a mini quilt I recently finished. I finished the quilting, so now it is time to add a binding. But how much fabric do you need to make a binding for your quilt? For a smaller quilt, that's easier to calculate or to figure out. You just got a few strips and then you sew a binding. But what if you're making a very large quilt and you want to calculate how much you need? Well, I am going to explain that in this video. For no matter if you're making a tiny quilt or a big quilt, we're going to calculate how much fabric you need. Hi there! Welcome to a new video from the Sugar Studio. My name is Irene and today we're going to chat about adding a binding to your quilt. And I'm not going to go into detail about how to add the binding, how to sew it, but we're going to focus on how to calculate how much fabric you need for your binding. And I know calculating mathematics, it can sound scary and hard, but I promise you we are going to take it step by step, and I'm sure you can also calculate this together with me. So what do you need for calculating how much fabric you need? You need your quilt, of course, you need measuring tape, a long one if you are making a big quilt, and a calculator. Well, your phone probably has a calculator app. So let's start by measuring our quilt. So the very first thing we're going to do is measure our quilt. We are going to measure the width of the quilt. For me that is 20 inches, and we're going to measure the height of the quilt, which for me is also 20 inches. Then it's time for our first part of the calculation. We do the width plus the width plus the height plus the height. So 2 times the width and 2 times the height. And that is the total amount of the outer edge of your quilt. And then you need to add an amount for joining the strip together. And for that you add anything between 10 or 20 inches. I go with 10, for me that's enough. But if you want more room well, if this is your binding, then when you put it around your quilt, you need to combine these 2 outer edges. And you don't want to be too snug, too sparse on your fabric there. So you want to have some overlap. And I like to take 10 inches extra, but to be on the same side, you could add up to 20 inches for that. So 2 times the width, 2 times the height, plus 10 to 20 inches. Now you know the circumference of your quilt, it's time to calculate how many strips you need. I am using normal quilting cotton as my binding, so that is about 42 inches width of fabric. I always calculate this with 40 inches width of fabric because you also need a little bit of space from the strip to join those strips. So what you do is you take your circumference and you divide it by 40 inches. That gives you a number, and for me that is, well, 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20, that's all my sides, that's 80, plus 10, that makes 90. 90 divided by 40 inches is a little bit over 2. And you round it up, and that makes 3. So for my mini quilt, I need 3 strips of binding. Now before you go to the shop and order your fabric, you need to decide how wide you want to make your binding strips. I like to work with a 2-inch strip for my binding. So I like my binding to be nice and small and snug. But if you like to work with a thicker or wider binding, then you might want to have 2.5-inch strips or 3-inch strips, whatever you like. So I need 3 strips and I want to work with 2-inch binding. So then I need 2 times 3-inch is 6-inch of fabric. So when I would get my fabric for my binding, I will need to cut 6 inches of fabric for my strips. So for other cases, so let's say you need 8 strips for your bigger quilt and you want to have a 3-inch wide strip for your binding, then you need 8 times 3 inches of fabric for your binding fabric. So let's do a recap. I will also put this in the description down below so you can read it, and we'll probably put something here on the screen so you can watch with me how this works. So to summarize this calculation, you do the width times 2. You go from that way to that way, I guess. You do the width times 2 plus the length times 2 plus 10 inches. And that makes the circumference of your quilt. Then you do the circumference divided by 40. That gives you the number of strips that you need. And then you take the number of strips and multiply it by the width of one strip. And that will give you the total amount of inches of fabric that you need from a bolt of fabric for your binding. For my mini quilt, I still need to decide what kind of fabric I'm going to use. And I think I want to use a stripy binding. I love those. So I have a few options. Let me zoom in a little bit. So from my stripy collection, I have this red one, which matches those red arrows perfectly. And it is a little contrasting here with the yellows. I think that also works good. And then I have this little yellow that would also be awesome. And I love that it's a tiny stripe. So especially for a smaller quilt like this, I love that. But then with the red, I am not sure how that looks. I think the red looks better on the yellow than the yellow looks on the red, if you understand what I mean. And then we have the orange. The orange is also in the quilt, but it's a little in the middle. I'm not sure. So I guess it should be the yellow or the red. And color-wise, I think the red is better. There we go. Let's cut some strips for our binding. And after cutting, it's time to sew them together. And snip off the excess fabric that we don't need. Next step is to press those seams and press the whole binding in half lengthwise. So now it's time to attach it to the quilt. I like to sew my binding to the front of the quilt and then either hand stitch or machine stitch it to the back. So here I'm joining the ends, a little bit fiddly because I had a seam there. Not my normal way of sewing that binding together. So there we go, final bit of the front. Then I change my foot to a walking foot with a guide in the center. And that I can use to stitch it to the front. There we have it. And there it is, my finished mini quilt with a red, white striped binding. I hope this video helps you to calculate how much fabric you need for your next quilty project. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do please give a thumbs up or press that subscribe button so you let YouTube know that you like this video and YouTube can recommend it to other quilters out there. Have fun with your next quilty adventure and I'll see you again very soon. Bye!